Do you believe in creepypasta or real-life supernatural occurrences? Well, today we're unraveling a mysterious phenomenon that's been creeping people out for years. Staircases found deep in the woods, seemingly out of place and with no logical explanation. But be warned, these staircases are not what they seem. When hikers stumble upon these eerie structures, they're often filled with an inexplicable sense of unease. Something simply doesn't feel right. Many claim that these staircases are portals to another dimension, a gateway into the unknown. Stories of those who have dared to climb these stairs are chilling. Some have vanished, never to be seen again. Others have returned with tales of encountering bizarre entities or experiencing unexplainable occurrences. The atmosphere around these staircases changes, becoming tense and highly strange. But where do these staircases come from? Who put them there, and why? No one knows for sure. Some speculate that they are the remnants of long-forgotten buildings or structures that have been reclaimed by nature. Others believe they are supernatural creations, placed in the woods for reasons we may never understand. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain: these staircases hold a certain danger. Experts advise against climbing them, as they are believed to lead to perilous outcomes. The risks outweigh any potential curiosity or thrill-seeking. So, next time you find yourself deep in the woods, remember to heed the warning: don't go up the stairs.
All right, folks, buckle up for a wild ride. Today we're diving into the bizarre world of mysterious staircases appearing in forests worldwide. Is it just more like creepy pasta thriller stuff, or is it the government hiding something? Are we talking portals into other dimensions? Who knows, but we're about to uncover the truth. Welcome to the Highly Strange Daze podcast, your go-to for everything paranormal on the Parawoman Radio Network. I'm your host, Amy, and joining me on this spine-tingling adventure is the one, the only, Shannon with jazz hands.
Woo!
Hi, Shannon.
Hello, I am doing the jazz hands. You can all picture that.
Yes. How are you doing, Shannon?
I'm doing pretty well. I've kind of overbooked my life right now, but that will be over in a couple weeks, and then I can actually relax.
Shannon is an actress and she's currently in a play. How's the play? She's in rehearsal. How are the rehearsals going?
They're going really well. I have a great cast. They're very talented. They're funny. And it's a great script. It's called Shedding the Antlers. I don't remember the playwright's name. It's an original work that I think we're debuting. So
Shedding the Antlers, that reminds me of that video I sent to you yesterday about the stairs.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
Well, this is it's basically a metaphor for body image and gender, like crud. People that are non-binary, like just coming into their own and taking ownership of it.
Mm. That's what is your role in it? Who are you playing? I mean,
well, I'm part of the chorus, so I have multiple parts. The two that I have are sister, the main character's sister, who's just a lot of fun, and then his nana, who comes to him in a vision for a really long time, and I have a lot of lines, so it's been a struggle.
And where is it playing?
It is playing in Kalamazoo, Michigan, at the Joliffe Theater in the Epic Theater Complex.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when does it open?
It opens the Thursday, the 15th of February. So the day after Valentine's Day.
Okay. Well, we'll put the link down in the description, and if anyone wants any more information or they think they want to attend, we will put the link to that for you guys.
Fantastic. Thank you for that.
Oh, no. We support women doing creative endeavors and everything.
Awesome.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about these stairs that are appearing in the woods. What do you think about them?
I didn't really know it was a thing until you mentioned it as a potential topic. So I have researched it a bit, and the thought of them is very terrifying. And if I saw a set of stairs standing independently in the middle of the woods somewhere, I would definitely walk away as fast as I could, not look at them, eyes to the ground. But I don't believe that they are truly paranormal.
Yeah, I wonder if they're more governmental. But what scares me is it seems like, see, I would have just normally, okay, I can't put the baby bird in the back, so you're going to hear stop it and a lot of flat talks. But I would be afraid that my drive to go up the stairs would become stronger because it seems like it increases your want to go up them, and I'd be afraid I'd go up the damn things.
Yes, I think so too. Although I am disabled, and so I don't know that I would be capable of really going up the stairs, at least not very far.
That's a good point. That's because I'm technically supposed to be disabled too, but I forget I'm disabled and I just go. But I still think my drive to want to go up them would be there. We watched a story yesterday. I mean, throughout the whole story, I mean, the guy sounded so realistic. It wasn't until the very end that I was like, oh, this isn't real. When the playset appeared, I was like, this isn't real.
Yeah.
But I want to watch a little bit of it so people can see what we're talking about. And I will put a link to, this is from a story written over on Reddit, and I will put the original link in the description down below. And we won't watch all the videos as usual. The links will be down in the descriptions. And this is Parawoman Radio, the Highly Strange Daze podcast. If you could give this live a thumbs up, helps us go out into the algorithm, bring more people back to the party. It's just a free way to help us out. We're coming to you over on YouTube today. Hi, YouTube. We're over on Facebook. Hi, Facebook. And we're on X. Hi, X. So if you could give us love however you do on each of those platforms, it's just really appreciated. Here we go. Oh, hold on a second, guys.
I think what got me really nervous about this clip that we're about to see is that it supposedly took place in Michigan, which is where I am.
Yeah, that's what scared me too. I was thinking, I'm never going in the woods again. I swear.
Well, yeah, and I think it's highly unlikely that I will be going into the woods either, but I'm disabled, so.
Yeah. Walking and moving my body, unfortunately, is one of the cures to my fibromyalgia and my MS. So I have to keep moving. If I stop, then I get bedridden. So.
Oh, okay.
And then around you is pretty much all woods. There's guides that take you from the lodge to the campsite, and then there's like park rangers and stuff that are there that make sure everybody's safe, drop our stuff off at the lodge. There's like 35 of us. You're allowed to spread out because you guys are on the same trail, but everybody's within 2 miles of each other. There's always park ranger way behind, there's always park ranger way ahead. We're technically with a lot of people, but it's just me and Sam. The lining of trees on the side of the trail is like really, really, really dense. You couldn't see a deer if it was 10 feet in. I look off to the right and there's a gap in the trees, and there's like a staircase 100 yards into the forest. It sticks out completely. It's so out of place. It looks like it's plucked out of a mansion. It looks like you were building a Sims house and you chose the staircase, but you just put the staircase there and then you deleted the rest of the house. But it just stops. It doesn't go anywhere. It's only like 10 feet high. That's weird. We look at each other, park ranger
I've been trying to mute my mic so you can't hear the bird in the background. And so when I mute it, I forget I mute it and it doesn't like tell me it's muted. So if there's a long pause, say, Amy, your mic is muted. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, doesn't it not seem like he's being interviewed here?
Yes. Yes, he's really good. Because I totally thought he was telling it from his memory.
Yeah.
Aren't around. Let's go check this out. So we start walking towards it, and the closer we're getting to it, the more eerie that it's feeling. This isn't like your local forest preserve. We are in the middle of the woods. This is like we are on a nature adventure. When you see something so clearly man-made, it f***s with you. It's weird. Why is that here? This thing's like almost glowing. It almost has like a... It was almost like I was getting like intrusive thoughts. Everything in my head.
See, it's there where he's saying like it gives you intrusive thoughts and it's glowing. That's why I would fear my mind.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is saying like go up these stairs, but I just run up and I just hop on the first stair, and I have my hand on the railing and both my feet on the first stair. This is where it gets weird. The second I got onto it, it almost felt like it had like a little like light vibration to it. I felt it on my feet and on my hand, tingled a little bit. I'm like laughing, like giggling, oh this is like really weird. And then I'm inspecting the staircase. It has carpet on the stairs. The railing's white, the carpet's blue, like a royal blue, and there's no debris on it. There's not a leaf, there's not a sprinkle of dirt, bro. There's not a bug crawling on it. It's not a blade of grass on it. I'm like giggling and kind of just like talking out loud, super weird, like trying to be like giggly about it. But the longer that I'm on it, it starts feeling wrong. It almost starts to feel like a trap. Part of my head is saying keep going to the top. And then before I climb to the top of the stairs, I look back at Sam, and Sam is looking at me like he's horrified. Like he's looking at me like I have like a gash on my face, clearly distressed. And I'm like, and then I look back to the top and I'm like, should I still go to the top? Right? Intrusive thought. And he grabs me by the hood and he like yanks me off the stairs really, really hard. And I'm on my back on the floor. He immediately goes up to me. He's like, are you okay? Yeah, dude, why'd you pull me so hard? He's like, no, are you okay? What are you talking about? And this is the part I'm slightly weird and ashamed about. I thought I was on there giggling, and he said I was having like a standing seizure. And I don't remember that. My perspective is laughing, the staircase is vibrating, and I'm looking at this weird, immaculate staircase in the woods. And he says my eyes are rolling in the back of my head and I'm having a seizure. So he yanks me off of it because it happened the second I touched it. I feel completely fine. No type of side effect to it whatsoever. He helps me to my feet. He's like, are you okay to walk? Like, do I need to go get help? And I'm like, absolutely not.
Let's get out of here. Yeah.
We hustle back to the trail. We get on it. Nobody's around. It's all good. We talk about it for a bit, but I have to convince him that I'm fine. And I do. Like, he's like, okay, like that was super, super weird. Let's just keep it going. We have to get this campsite anyway. We just finish up the hike. We get to the campsite. Everybody's there. It's all good. Nobody saw anything. Nobody noticed anything. There's food being made. It's been a long hike. Everybody's tired. We're eating and stuff. As everybody's dispersing, one of the park rangers is looking at me with concern, and I could tell he's looking at me, and I'm like, did Sam tell this guy? And I'm embarrassed, bro. And then I asked Sam, like, dude, did you tell him? No, dude, I didn't tell anybody. Like, it's all good. And I was like, okay, why is this guy looking at me funny? Sam goes to the tent, whatever, because I go to the bathroom before I go to the tent, and he catches me before I go to our tent, and this park ranger just like isolates me, kind of looks pissed. He just like looks at me in the face, like right in my eyes, and just goes, please do not tell me you touched the stairs. Please do not tell me you touched the stairs. I promise I didn't break anything. I didn't mess with them, because I'm thinking it's some sort of like national landmark. It's not about the stairs. I don't care that you damaged them. Did anything happen to you? Then I think he's concerned about my health. I try to downplay it. I threw like a little bit of a fit, but I'm fine. Because I'm thinking he's like, do I have this kid who's a liability on my campsite? He seems upset that I'm okay. He's like, if something didn't happen to you, something's going to happen to somebody else. That's weird. That's
Amy?
So the story goes on and on and on, and the pace is just really fast, and it never gets boring, except at the end. That's when it kind of got boring, when I was like, I don't know if this is true.
Right. Well, and then he goes on to talk about stories, and he's telling stories, and apparently that's what he does on this channel, is he tells stories.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, so this was all just a big story?
But it's not just a big story, because I went on to like try to see if like there were actual people that are talking on the internet about it, and it's like in the algorithm, it's high up there. Everybody's talking about it. I did find a few articles on this. Let me pull those up. There was one from Ripley's. Can you see that?
No.
No. Okay. There we go. There's one from Ripley's, and it Stairs to Nowhere when creepypasta becomes urban legend. So imagine stumbling across a staircase in the woods that can't be explained, a structure that stands alone with no other visible construction nearby, no foundation, no walls, and no vestiges of human activity. The concept is unsettling and a little creepy. And according to some Reddit users, these staircases have popped up in forests all over the world with no explanation, even going so far as to link them to some terrifying feelings, strange experiences, and seemingly unexplainable phenomenon. These include everything from grass refusing to grow near the stairs to a general sense of uneasiness when near them. But is there anything substantial to these claims, or are they merely Reddit users' attempts at creating short horror stories? And then they go on to the scoop.
I did notice that at the end of the article, I'm expecting them to say whether it's legit or not.
Mm-hmm.
They never, believe it or not, they're usually, Ripley's Believe It or Not, usually they tell you, right? They tell you that you should believe it or don't believe it, don't they?
Yeah, they discredit it or credit it. They tell you one way or the other, but it doesn't. And none of these things tell you one way or the other.
Yeah. It just kind of was like, It didn't. The article, it didn't specify.
And I'll link this down in the description. Let's skip forward to how the legend got started.
Okay.
At this point, you may be wondering how the whole staircase to nowhere conversation started in the first place. And at first glance, the user who launched interest in the subject represents themselves as legit. The Reddit user went by the name Search and Rescue Woods and claimed to be an American member of a search and rescue SAR unit. According to Search Rescue Woods, running into these structures in heavily vegetated area proves so common that most SAR employees don't even talk about it. As the user explained, on just about every case where we're really far into the wilderness, I'm talking 30 or 40 miles, at some point we'll find a staircase in the middle of the woods. It's almost like you took the stairs in your house, cut them out, and put them into the forest. Like that. These are actual photos of stairs in the woods.
But that particular one, that is a ruin of a manor home, almost a castle that someone built a long time ago. So that one is legit.
That one is legit? Oh, okay.
Yes. Yep. But, I haven't seen...
I see this photo all the time. Is this just somebody created this?
Yeah, that's an art installation.
Okay.
I just got to think that most of the ones that they find in the woods, maybe they belong to houses a long time ago.
Yeah, that's what I would think. This is a quick TikTok where she's talking about it.
Okay.
Birds up here. Hold on.
No other structure attached to it. Some stairs are in ruins, some are perfectly sturdy,
That's a
some are
deer
iron
stand,
spirals like the
like
kind you'd
that.
find in a
What's that?
lighthouse, and they literally just reach up to nowhere. And there are so many different theories as to why these stairs are there and what actually happens when you climb them.
Only a few have ever dared to climb the staircases, and the people who have report feeling unnerved and unwelcome or even nauseous when they're up on the stairs.
Some people say the stairs lead to another dimension. Other people say it leads to hell. Others say that's why so many people and kids go missing in national forests, because they climb these stairs and they're never seen again.
So, I mean,
Yeah, I don't believe that.
yeah. I think if they're anything, they're like something governmental.
How do they know that these people who were never seen again climbed the stairs before they were never seen again?
I don't know. It's like that urban legend that's growing and growing. I do think there's things out there in the woods, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's why the story, that other guy's story, was so believable, because I could have, I thought, oh, that's the mimicker. I've heard of that. Oh, I thought the one with the second story one, I thought that was Bigfoot, but
I thought it was Wendigo.
Wendigo. Oh yeah. Or and there's those rakes that people are getting pictures of. I mean, there's just so much out in the woods, but it's coming into the urban areas too now.
Mm-hmm.
Not to keep you guys up at night, but
yeah. Thanks, Amy.
I have one more article I wanted to share. This is from a paranormal. And they have these stairs. I've seen, is this a art installation too?
I don't know those. They look like ruins to me. They look like they've been there a really long time.
Yeah, none of them look brand new. That's the thing. None of them look brand new.
Although, they do say that it looks like you just cut them out of your house. Well, no, not if they look like ruins.
Well, this article goes in and it says common attributes of the stairs in the woods.
Oh,
why does he have to be right where it is? Just turn around. Many witnesses of stairs in the woods are startled by the fact that these stairs don't seem to be abandoned. They are typically free of vegetation and seem well maintained. Now, the ones that I showed, they're free of vegetation and they seem maintained.
well, yeah. I mean, they're not a pile of rubble.
Yeah. Well, you would think that one, the castle one, there was like stuff growing on it, and the other, I don't know. They are sometimes described as being very old and made of stone, but other times they appear to be quite modern and very out of place. And then they go into possible explanations, the paranormal, the mundane.
What does it say about the possible explanations?
Well, it says that it's paranormal. It seems from some stories that the staircases could be anything from some sort of extraterrestrial activity to a residual haunting type of portal. And then the mundane is, they say the less fun thing is just old houses, abandoned buildings in the house that's the last thing standing.
What do you think?
I don't know what to think, to be honest. I'm leaning more towards creepypasta.
Creepypasta.
What do you think?
Yes, definitely creepypasta. I think that maybe people have taken it to another level and build stairs.
And yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure like with the crop circles, people have taken those to other levels. But I mean, like the one that we saw, that were the built wood stairs against the tree. I mean, that's a deer stand, more than likely. That probably came out of the tree, but the stairs are still there. or they're just stairs to help the hunter get into the tree.
You know, I don't think that I've actually seen a real life deer stand. So I don't have an answer to that one.
Well, let me do a quick Google.
Ooh. Aren't they like tree houses?
Well, I thought they were like a tree house, but let me share this. These are, of course, really nice ones, but you can kind of see how, there's stairs built up into them. Can you see, did I share the right? No.
No, I don't see it. I just see our faces. Okay.
Right here.
Oh, that's a tree stand.
There's stairs going up into the stand. I mean, this is a brand new, nice stand, obviously, but that's just what I think it would be like. If you didn't have money to actually have a stand, you would build it up into the tree.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What do our hunters think? Put it to comment down below. Do you think it was just a deer stand?
Can you show the picture of the one before?
I don't remember where I saw it. Hold on. Do you remember where I saw it? I don't remember which article and where I saw it.
Yeah, I don't either. That's okay.
A little ways back. Probably like 10, 15 minutes back.
Okay.
When I edit it, I'll pop it in here so you guys can see what we're talking about.
So do you have any other videos where they talk about it?
Yeah, I have a few more. I just need to get the bird to move.
Oh, move, birdie.
Okay. He's not allowed to be up there anyway, so.
Oh. They do have a tendency of doing what you don't want them to do, don't they?
They sure do. And some days it's just okay, and some days it drives me up the wall. Okay, so this is the Stairs in the Woods phenomenon. This is by Jesse V. We won't watch it all, but we'll watch part of it. Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay.
Highly requested, to be honest, over the last...
This is Parawoman Radio and the Highly Strange Daze. If you could give our podcast a like, a heart, helps us go out into the algorithm and bring more people back to our party. It's just a free way to help us out. If you like our content, please consider subscribing. We have a Patreon page going on. We're going to, after this podcast, pop over to Patreon and tell you the bud of the day. We're 420 friendly. It's a way to get around that talk because Facebook, YouTube, they don't want to hear it. So we're putting it behind a paywall. We really don't want to, but that's what we're doing. We'll put the link up at the end if you want to join us over there.
I would say 2 years or so, I have gotten these off and on comments about people wanting me to cover the Stairs in the Woods phenomenon. And every time I saw those comments, I had no idea what it was. I was like, I don't know what that is. Like, what is it? I have no idea. So I didn't really look into it, but lately I've been getting more and more. So I finally researched it the other day and it blew my mind, especially because I'm the type of person who likes to hike. I like being in the woods. I like being in forests. I like being out in nature. So hearing about this,
that's why it interests me, because I do like being out. I was a camp counselor. We spent our days outside. Like being outside in the nature is like religion to me. You know, it just makes me feel calm. And so that's why I think I find it so upsetting as well. But I do want to say that this girl seems to think everything is paranormal. So
yeah.
Well, phenomenon that a lot of people are experiencing really gave me the creeps, I guess you could say. So I'm going to share with you guys what this is. And if any of you guys have experienced what I'm about to talk about, Oh wait, it's just my shirt. All right, here we go. There's a story going around stating that there are abandoned staircases in national parks around the world. Deep in the woods, where no man appears to have ever lived, you'll find them there. Just a staircase. No other structure attached to it. So that in itself is super eerie. Imagine just hiking through the woods and coming across just a staircase with nothing else attached to it. Just a staircase going up into the sky in the middle of a forest. And we're not talking like areas where people frequent. We're talking like deep into the forest, like places where you shouldn't really be venturing, like way off the path. The parts of the woods where there's like really scary wild animals like bears, where there's just no sign of like people around, you know what I mean? It says that some of these staircases are brick, some are in ruins, some are perfectly sturdy, some are cast iron spirals like the kind you'd find in a lighthouse, and they all reach up to nowhere. They just stop. Some guy just rode by on his motorcycle and scared me. So there are a few theories about what these stairs are and what they mean, because I think it started off as an urban legend, but after this legend came out, a lot of people were
I think that it did, like she's saying, it started out as an urban legend, but all of these monsters all started out as legends, didn't they?
Well, yes, I would think so. But I guess the original poster, I believe I read that he has agreed that it was fiction, that his account was fiction. So I don't know. I watched a video where the guy talked about how up until the search and rescue guy posted, there were reports through the century, at least this last century, and where they saw, stairs in the woods, but it just exploded after this guy posted his story.
I think too that people did used to live deep in the woods. I mean,
They did.
Yeah. So, okay.
coming forward and saying like, no, hey, this is real. I saw one of these staircases. So there's like two sides of these theories. Obviously,
if any of our audience have seen stairs in the woods, if you would put down in the comments that story, I'd love to read it.
logical side would be, hey, they're probably an old staircase that used to be a part of a structure way back in the day that broke down. So that's kind of one theory. The other theory is that they are a stairway to another dimension. So only some people can see them. Sometimes they appear and then disappear. Sometimes it could be the stairway to...
That is what people are trying to say now, that they appear out of nowhere and then they disappear as well. That's part of the legend.
Yeah, that was the story, that big long one, that big long story.
HE double hockey sticks. I don't like saying the name very much. But there's definitely that eerie side, and then there's that logical side. Now, I kind of want to go with the logical side, but in my head, I think, why would there be just a staircase in the middle of a forest? Like, if it used to be, like, part of a structure, don't you think there'd be a ton of other structure ruins around it? I don't know. It's just really weird to me.
So there's more structure ruins around it, not just stairs. But, I mean, the Earth has a way of reclaiming itself.
It does. Absolutely.
Whole phenomenon actually started from Reddit originally, which is where a lot of stuff started from, just to be honest here. User after user said they'd heard of
the deer stand that I think right there.
That is absolutely handmade, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. That would be an ideal tree stand stairway.
Yeah.
Staircases, or they had seen them, sometimes as far as 60 kilometers deep into the forest. Do you guys know how far that is? That is insane. And I know a lot of my US subscribers are probably like,
Amy,
like we have miles.
That staircase that they just showed, the last one they showed, I believe that one, I could be wrong because it was quick. It was a little quick for me. I think that one is part of a pyramid.
In the woods?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, that blows my deer stand out of the...
Well, no, not the wooden one. They just showed a long stone one or concrete one.
Okay.
Right after that.
Did they?
Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong. Right. Oh. Well,
they'd heard of the staircases or they had seen them, sometimes as far as
That
60 kilometers deep into the
Oh.
forest. Do you guys know how far that is? That is insane. And I know a lot of my US subscribers are probably like, kilometers, like we have miles. Okay, let me transfer that to miles for you, okay? That's 37.2 miles into the darkness of the forest. At first,
Total pyramid.
the stories came from
Mhm.
all over America, but then after more people kept speaking out, they started coming from other places around the world. I think it gives some examples here.
That's the thing about us is we don't like, not everything's haunted, not everything's a ghost. Like we want to figure it out. Is it or isn't it? Right?
Right.
Like Portugal, Brazil, Germany, Norway, Philippines, like all of those places started coming forward with people who have seen these random staircases to nowhere in the middle of the woods. The first person to tell this story ever, the first person to say they saw a staircase in the forest was a Reddit.
Forward.
They were covered in moss, but had a yeah, that's probably a good idea. If you're ever alone and you come across a broken structure like that, do not climb on it. It's not a good idea. There was a German Redditor who actually took a picture of the stairs they found in the woods, which is so cool. So I'll put the picture here definitely. It says, I saw some stairs in the woods a few years ago. Didn't know what to think of them and just took a picture. They were covered in moss, but had a railing on one side. And what's really creepy, because I'm reading from an article right now, it says, very few have ever dared to climb the staircase. So no one really knows what happens when you
Yeah, I would dare to climb them because they're not, I don't know. If I didn't know anything about this, I would go up them because they don't look brand new like everyone's saying. Those stairs don't look brand new to me, but they look wide. Why are they so wide?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe to be more inviting.
do climb it. I
Look
think
factory-ish kind of, or like institution. Maybe there was an institution.
Yeah, the dimensions are, seem to be very precise. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
there's like one post I could find of a person who did. It's because it says that most people, when they see the staircase, they feel very unnerved, they feel unwelcome, or even nauseous by the presence of this staircase. This leads them to flee. So whenever you feel like negative energy from something, you got to get away from it. Like that's never a good sign, obviously. So one brave
That's
Reddit
actually good advice that you should. I keep hearing like something in the background. Do you hear that?
For me, it might be my furnace. Here, I'll mute myself until it turns off.
No, I don't know if it's your furnace, but it's like it sounds like static.
Yep, that's my furnace.
Oh, okay. No, you
I'll
don't
mute
have
it.
to. I just wanted to know what it was. Like,
Oh,
user based in Detroit says they actually climbed one of those abandoned staircases, and the results were unsurprisingly spooky. This is what it says. The stairs were made of loose cobble
this is from Detroit Story.
and moist earth, like they were a work of something very long ago. I climbed the stairs thoughtlessly, half expecting there to be a landing to greet me at the top. So I guess these stairs were really, really tall, because if you couldn't see like where they ended, that's scary. So there wasn't a landing at the top, just another crumbly step and an unimpressive view. Something caught my eye as I craned my head. So he's standing at the top of the staircase, and suddenly he looks down into the bushes, and it says someone was looking at me. I remember clearly their dark, lean face, their round eyes black. No sooner I had seen the face than it disappeared again. Only then did I have the foresight to take off down the steps and back through the bushes and brambles. So when he got to the top of the stairs, he saw a very scary figure that appeared and then disappeared. So this was the only post that I could find of someone who actually dared to climb these stairs. But it's so weird. Like, you guys could literally research this yourself and read all of the different people who are talking about this, but so many people say that the closer they got to these stairs, the more scared they were. So I'd love to know down below if you guys have ever
So she had a few actual encounters that she read.
come across staircases in the woods, because
So she had a few extra that she read on there. I have, I think, one more. You're muted, Shannon.
yep. I do want to say that I read that account that she was just reading about,
Uh-huh.
and it to me it was even more creepy. She left out what I thought was a really creepy part, was that when he looked down, over the forest, once he got to the top, he said there were like these craters in the foliage where trees had come down, and so they were stumps. So you saw like all this foliage, and then these just pits, in where there was no tree, and that it was one of those pits that the figure poked its head out of and was looking at him.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's creepy.
Yep.
He's eating the baby now.
Oh no.
We have this little thing where I say, "Did you eat the baby?" And we go, it tastes like chicken. But he loves to say, "Did you eat the baby?" over and over again.
Oh my God, that's hysterical. What is the baby?
I don't know. It came from, I changed it a little bit. You'll remember this. Do you remember like when the dingo ate that lady's baby?
Oh gosh, yes.
And then we all made fun of it, but then the dingo actually ate the lady's baby. It came out later, and I felt that would be like inappropriate to say. So I put the dingo out and I just said, "Did you eat the baby?" I just said it out of the blue, and he loved it. Now he's
that's so cute.
So I actually think we've pounded the point home that they probably are not true, but they could be.
Yeah, just that possibility that lingers out there. It does unnerve me. And like I said, if I did see one, even though I don't believe they're true, if I did see one in the woods, I wouldn't mess with it. That's for darn sure.
So you can just consider this podcast as a friendly warning. If you see some stairs, don't do it.
No, don't do it.
Resist. Okay,
Well,
so
and it's just common sense. I mean, you don't know what's going on with those stairs. You know, I wouldn't want to fall, have them collapse underneath me, break a leg.
I know, but there's a bunch of urban explorers out there, and I think I would love to be, I used to do that just before it was a thing. I love to go into old buildings, but yeah, you have to be careful. You could fall in the woods and nobody would know.
Right? Because you're 30 to 40 miles away from nowhere.
That's another thing. I don't think I'm ever going to be 30 or 40 miles from nowhere.
No.
I'm not that diehard.
Me either.
But if you are that person, just a friendly warning. So we're going to pop over. This time it's going to be a recorded thing that we pop up on Patreon. In the future, we're just going to pop over there live. But if you want to see what Shannon, we're 420 friendly. If you want to know what we're doing today, we're going to have like recipes, and both Shannon and I are, how do I put this? I don't know the proper word to say this. We're older medical 420 patients, but she's in Michigan, I'm in Florida, so we're going to talk about the different things that we encounter, because Michigan is way ahead of Florida, a lot more lenient. I can explain to you the steps I went to have to attain my card, because it's very confusing, and I can help people out in that aspect. And also people that come over and join us over on Patreon, you can help each other out.
Yeah. That would be great. You'll have to show me how to get into Patreon.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that yet. That's why we're going to record it.
Okay,
and
cool.
I'll just send you another link, and you just come to the link.
Okay.
After this. Okay, guys. What do you think, Shannon? Are we done? Do you have any more?
Yeah, I say we, yes, we're done. We
done.
gave all the info.
Okay, awesome. We're doing our podcast live every other week. On the off weeks, I will put up a video of kind of like what we talked about. Like, I'll cut it up and put it up into like a 20-minute video for you to watch.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, Shannon, thanks for being here with me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right. Fantastic. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oops. Shannon, you're still there. All right. I cut her off too soon. She was going to say goodbye to everyone. I forget about all the niceties sometimes. I'm just like, I just charge through life, and I sometimes forget to say goodbye. Hello. How are you doing? Anyway, we'll be doing all that. Thanks for being here, you guys. This is the Highly Strange Daze podcast on the Parawoman Network. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Do you believe in creepypasta or real-life supernatural occurrences? Well, today we're unraveling a mysterious phenomenon that's been creeping people out for years. Staircases found deep in the woods, seemingly out of place and with no logical explanation. But be warned, these staircases are not what they seem. When hikers stumble upon these eerie structures, they're often filled with an inexplicable sense of unease. Something simply doesn't feel right. Many claim that these staircases are portals to another dimension, a gateway into the unknown. Stories of those who have dared to climb these stairs are chilling. Some have vanished, never to be seen again. Others have returned with tales of encountering bizarre entities or experiencing unexplainable occurrences. The atmosphere around these staircases changes, becoming tense and highly strange. But where do these staircases come from? Who put them there, and why? No one knows for sure. Some speculate that they are the remnants of long-forgotten buildings or structures that have been reclaimed by nature. Others believe they are supernatural creations, placed in the woods for reasons we may never understand. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain: these staircases hold a certain danger. Experts advise against climbing them, as they are believed to lead to perilous outcomes. The risks outweigh any potential curiosity or thrill-seeking. So, next time you find yourself deep in the woods, remember to heed the warning: don't go up the stairs.